Hello everyone and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I am very excited for today because you know what? We are flying from Castelo Branco to Moitas, which is an airfield which is about 12 minutes from here. So it's a pretty short flight. We are taking this DA40 down there, and man, this is just so beautiful today. It is sunset, it's real time, real weather, real everything, real traffic as well. Forgot about that. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so welcome aboard the DA40NG. That's the moon right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's our Marshal, which is with an idea in mind to actually push us back, but we won't need that. We are in a Diamond, we can't push back. The fuel transfer is set to normal, the trim is set to takeoff. Everything seems to be okay. We can also just go ahead and start the electric master, which will turn on our G1000 cockpit, because yes, this aircraft has 4 seats, by the way, 4 seats. We have this floodlight here which we can turn on. Look at this. And yeah, we will wait for our systems to align, and we can also turn on our avionics master to help that. And we can turn on, first of all, enter, and set our cruise altitude, which is our initial cruise climb, which will be about 4,000 feet because it's such a short flight. I don't even think we're going to reach that. So we're going to, instead of 4,000, let's go about 3,000. Should be fine for today. Just wait a little bit for the systems to load. While that goes, there we go. Now we can turn on our position lights, take off this cover, switch on the fuel pumps and the fuel transfer, and switch on the engine. And now we can start it up. Let's go ahead. There we go. Perfect. So we can turn off the fuel transfer, the fuel pumps, and we can check this cover so we don't accidentally click it. Now strobe lights come on, and let's see our flight plan. So we're taking off from LPCB, as you can probably see, and here the range. As you can see, you know, the G1000 is aligned with the aircraft heading. I do not like that. You know, it makes more sense to be aligned with the north. I mean, that's just a personal preference there. So yeah, let's just wait. We can zoom out. So Jesus. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take care of our altitude, which will be about 3,000 feet. So let's switch that. There we go, 3,000. Once we reach our initial climb, we can use that. So let me just make our instruments come alive a little bit, and also some floodlights because it is sunset and it will probably be a bit dark. Pitot heat on because it's cold today. I'm not taking risks. And our taxi lights can come on as well. And now we're pretty much ready for taxi. Let's just announce it on the ATC, which we still have to tune in. I forgot about that. And now let's announce taxi.
Lima Papa Charlie Bravo Traffic Diamond Sierra India Lima Lima Yankee Charlie.
Oh yeah,
Alpha
by the way, I
Tango
forgot to
is
show you
taxiing
guys.
to
Yeah,
runway tree
our license plate, our registration for this airplane is Silly Cat because I saw a customization option, and I mean, I had to. It was automatic. So yeah, we already announced taxi, and we will announce it later. Our takeoff. Just raise my head a little bit. I like to see the nose. We can now take off our parking brake and start rolling. Give it some power, and we should roll. You can see our tail shadow right there. It is so cool, man. Oh yeah, to steer this aircraft on the ground, you're not going to crash into me, are you? To steer this aircraft on the ground, you have to use the brakes a lot. That's something I learned the hard way, especially when landing this aircraft. tends to turn to the left a lot, which we have to keep in mind. We have to use a lot of the brakes actually. So rather full rights, as you can see on the pedals there, and brakes. I think that's the way that's the way it goes. I believe. So yeah, let's ease on the throttle there. Should be fine. There's no traffic. There's nobody here today. Probably because of the insane amount of wind. I practiced landing earlier, and Jesus, it was windy as hell. So yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do. Real conditions, real stuff. Let's just stop right here on the threshold. Probably not center line, but whatever. Let's turn on our landing lights because we are entering a runway. Let's put our flaps to the takeoff position. There we go. And we are going to see them lower, as you can see. We can also take an opportunity to check our flight controls. So ailerons seem cool, elevators seem okay, and we already saw the shadow of our rudder pedals moving as well. Right, I don't think there's anything else to do here. Let's just announce to the tower, and we are going to the part west.
Lima Papa Charlie Bravo Traffic Diamond Sierra India Lima Lima Yankee Charlie Alpha Tango taking off runway 34 west
And
departure.
we're clear for now, so let's take off our parking brake, apply some power. I found that the optimal taxi power for this airplane is about 13% or 14%, 15. But yeah, it should be perfect today for these conditions. Let's align ourselves with the runway here. And it's a pretty short flight, I know, but I will probably bring a bit more longer flights in the future, who knows. Let me just stop here because I need to zoom out a little bit on the camera here. I like to see stuff. Yeah, let me just take a look outside. As you can see, our landing and taxi lights are on the left wing, and we are ready for takeoff. So let's release the parking brake. Whoops. Release the parking brake. Sorry, I was a bit confused with the controls there. I'm using a PS4 controller, by the way. And let's start rolling. Not full power yet. We will feel that wind. That's a freeze. We will feel that wind on our tail and full power. We have to try this as much as we can. Keep on the center line there. And V rotate. Okay, okay. This takeoff was better than my previous one. We don't have retractable gear on this airplane, although we can start turning west as we told the tower. And man, look at this. You know, flying at golden hour really is something else, dude. I mean, it brings a whole different vibe to this. This climb is not looking good. We have full power though, and flaps to help us. Okay. Okay, we'll see. I think there's nothing wrong with climbing at 90 knots. Okay, one bad thing about this flight though is that we will have we will have the sun facing our face the whole time. Yeah, so we have some waypoints in our G1000 that help us a lot. I don't know what those lights over there are, but we are going to go above the city if that's what you are wondering. So let's turn on the autopilot and nav mode, which is this button right here, and it will probably align us with our cruise altitude, which was set to 3000, and we have to keep an eye on this. Okay, but we're still a pretty long way there. So as I said, it's about a 12-minute flight. We can ease off the throttle there, and also take off some flaps, and our landings and taxi lights can come off. Sorry, my English is not Englishing today. Okay, the autopilot assumed that we're wrong now, only now for some reason. Okay, whatever. Take off some power. I have still not found out what the optimal cruise power is, but I guess I'll discover that later. But yeah, right now we can focus on the city, which is right here. It is absolutely fantastic here. That's the lake, which is an artificial lake. That's the industrial area and the center of the city itself. Man, look at this. Oh yeah, and the pool, because you know you're far from the sea, you must have a pool. And there's the universities below me, right there. That's so cool though. And the moon behind us, really cool. It's just fantastic. It's a fantastic day to fly today. Looks really, really nice. And by the way, I hope everything is okay, the audio and stuff. And what I fear the most happened, which is clouds. I like clouds, but I like to be below them. So now we have to activate the VNAV and hopefully we can try to climb down a little bit. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the tower. Lisbon Center, sorry.
Lisbon
We
Center,
will probably
Diamond
have
Sierra,
to
India
squawk
Lima
something else
Lima
as well.
Yankee, Charlie Alpha Tango is type Diamond DA46 miles west of Lima Papa Charlie Bravo 3000 feet. Request flight following. Diamond Sierra, India Lima Lima Yankee, Charlie Alpha Tango Lisbon Center. Squawk 5307.
Let's squawk
5307 Diamond Charlie Alpha Tango. Diamond Charlie Alpha Tango radar contact 7 miles west of Lima Papa Charlie Bravo 3100 feet. Altimeter 30.00.
You already squawked automatically. That's awesome.
Roger, Diamond Charlie Alpha Tango.
Okay, we're fine for now. Once we get closer to the airport, we will tune in that frequency, if there is one, because it's such a small airstrip that I don't think it even has a tower, but who knows? You know, sometimes there's stuff you don't expect. What am I saying? Okay. To this side, you have some villages, such as Sarzedes, Sant André des... Hold on, Sant André something. And yeah, there's some villages there. I go there pretty often. It's so pretty. And it seems like we are starting to descend. So what the VNAV does, it calculates our rate of descent to the airport, and following this calculation, we already must start to climb soon. I think I already set a preset altitude before we reach top of this descent, which is something that is calculated based on our flight plan. I need to set keypoints for zooming out and zooming in. Yeah, you know, facing the sun is not the best thing, but it's still pretty. It's still awesome. I don't care what you say. It is still breathtaking. Look at this. Man, there's nothing better than this, honestly. And I'm very impressed that my computer is running this. I really am. I set the graphics to medium. Yeah, medium. And it's holding fine. It's holding awesome, which I'm surprised by that. So, whatever. Let's take off some of that power. You don't need to go that fast. Okay, thank you, clouds, for covering that sun. Wow. It really is a beautiful day here. Let's just adjust our range. Okay. It seems like everything is going fine. We don't need to do anything else. Let's just prepare ourselves to transition the comms, which will be Moitas. Yeah. I always forget about the name of the airport, but it's Moitas. LPPN. Makes sense. Let's just enjoy this, because this game is absolutely wonderful. I am not gonna get tired of that. So, yes. Okay. I think we need to confirm the altitude that we set by clicking enter here. Or maybe here. Sorry. It's still 3,000 feet there. I have still not managed to get my head around this though, because I said 2,000, but it's not. It's already there, but it's not there. Like, the autopilot is not assuming it, you know? That's what's confusing me a little bit, but we are reaching it. We will go past the airfield, probably. It's right ahead of us, somewhere. We are kicking some ass here with the wind, but we still have to find the airstrip. Oh, it's starting to descend. Or no, it's not. Okay, whatever. See, this is what sucks about flying to an unknown destination, is that you don't even know what the airport looks like. And if we even have enough runway to land, which I hope we do. I really hope we do. We're getting pretty close to the airport. Let's first of all take off some of that power. Again. Sorry. Now. Yes. When I right click, it doesn't assume anything I do. Let's turn on our taxi and landing lights, and we can turn off the autopilot, I believe, because yeah. Alarm. That's normal, and I'm gonna turn slightly left, because if this is correct, we are pretty much not aligned with that approach. But now, yes, we can tune in to the airport, and let's select runway 31, and announce full stop landing.
Lima Papa Papa November traffic
2
Diamond
miles.
Sierra
Jeez,
India
we are
Lima Lima
so
Yankee
close.
Charlie Alpha Tango 2 miles east
Let's
2,900
give us some
feet inbound to
flaps.
land runway tree 1.
And let's just trust on our G1000. If it wasn't for that, I would be cooked, because you know I really do not see the airport. Like, where? Oh, it's right there. Okay, yeah, no. Let's spin one more time. Let's just do a little circuit here, or maybe we can. Hold on, where are the stands? Okay, it's that way. So we actually are going to use a different runway. Instead of going around again and again, we will just announce a different runway for landing. So we're at 13 this time. Let's announce. Oh, Jesus.
Lima Papa Papa November traffic Diamond Sierra India Lima Lima Yankee Charlie Alpha Tango 1 mile southeast 2,100 feet inbound to land runway 1 tree.
Okay. I don't think anyone is even listening to us, so whatever. One more notch of flaps to help us with this descent. Let's give it just a tiny little bit more power. I'm not liking this glide slope. we will do a very sharp turn here. Just more power, please. I do not want to stall over here. But yeah, we have roads, we have cars, although they are not that realistic if you ask me, but... Okay, you know, I'm not liking this turn here. I don't want to crash today. I really don't. Oh god, we are below the airport. We are below the... Is this the airport? Oh, it's right there, okay. Sorry. This is just so messed up. Hold on, guys. Oof, Jesus, that's gonna go very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Yep, no, we'll go around. We will go around. Let's take off some of those flaps. Let's announce to go around. Upwind.
Lima Papa Papa November traffic Diamond Sierra India Lima Lima Yankee Charlie Alpha Tango is on upwind runway 13.
Jesus. Okay, we need a bit more space to work with. And we can't just go down like that. We need more space. Let's try that one more time. Okay. We are way too high now. We got this. And I don't think we're gonna make it in time. Hold on. We might. Oh god. Okay. We used the whole runway. We did, but I got it. Sorry guys, I had to be concentrated there. That's why I didn't speak a single word on that approach. Jesus. Okay, we have a turnaround spot. That's good. Small airport, but with a turnaround spot. That's respectable. Okay, some freezes I don't like. Sometimes you have to give that little bit of push there for the plane to start rolling when you're doing turns. Okay. Okay. We need now to find a parking spot. Okay, we seem to have a marshal actually. There you go, hold on. It's a grass parking, but it's there. Let's park right next up to this TBM. And yeah, hopefully this is it. Just a little bit forward now. Okay, that's fine then. If you don't want to move, that's okay. Parking brake is set. Let's take off that power. And now we are going to stop the engine. So for that we need to turn off this. And that should do it. Perfect. We have some warnings there, but that's normal because we just literally killed the engine. That's fine. Now we can turn off the actual systems. So landing lights, taxi lights, this can come off. This can also come off. And now avionics off, pitot heat off, flaps can go up. So, oops, sorry. Done. And yeah, now we just stop everything on the master switch. Nope, this one, sorry. I always misclick. And finally, we cut the fuel intake. And that is it, guys. That was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The landing could be better, I know, but it's just a short experimental flight here on the Diamond. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.